Hello everybody and welcome to the course Get Started with T-SQL. The goal of this course is to provide you with a solid understanding of how to work with SQL Server databases and how to write T-SQL queries to query data, group data for analysis, create your own calculations and columns, and sort of take you through the journey from the most basic queries and concepts to more advanced queries and concepts. But before I dive deeper into how this course will be set up, I just want to introduce myself very briefly so you get a feeling about who I am and what I do and what type of experiences I have. So my name is Robert Angilasar and I work as a business intelligence / RPA consultant, and I've been working with SQL Server databases for a little more than 6 years now. I have quite broad knowledge of many areas since I have been working with sort of the whole BI spectrum. So I've been working with everything from ETL, creating data integrations, combining data from multiple source system. I've also worked, closely with the database team and, work hands-on with databases where I've built a lot of analytical data models that companies use today to visualize their business data, whether they use it through Excel or Power BI, for example. And I've also worked in the front end with Power BI, Excel, or even ClickView for a while to sort of create these reports. And when it comes to RPA, I work with a RPA tool called UiPath. If you guys want a future tutorial on UiPath, let me know in the comments and I will try and make one as well there. But that is an RPA tool, and I've worked very closely with businesses, to understand companies' business processes, to sort of know, can we use an RPA tool to automate this repetitive task that are currently performed by employees? So, with all of this knowledge, I want to share some of that knowledge here with you. And we're going to start off with learning databases and querying data with T-SQL. So who is this course for? I've tried to make it as sort of wide as possible so everyone can benefit from it, whether you work with SQL in your day-to-day job or if you just want to get started, with writing your first SQL query. And the type of learning that I prefer, so sort of like why should you take this course? I think that a lot of tutorials out there are great, but sometimes I feel like not enough examples are given, and so it's sometimes quite abstract, which sometimes leaves me wondering when and how can I use this in a real life scenario. So that is how I prefer to teach. I prefer to give more than one example of each topic that I explain, and I also try to come up with a couple of real life scenarios, where this could be used and why we should use it. So for example, if we talk about, we're going to cover joins much more in depth later, just to give you an example here, like I'm not just going to say that, this is a left join and this is an inner join. I'm going to give examples on when and why should you use an inner join and why should you be careful, like why should you not directly just use an inner join. You need to do some sort of analysis first, like, okay, are we dropping any data? If we do so, if we cannot guarantee that you will always get a match, you should use a left join, for example, stuff like that. And in the next lecture, I'm going to talk a bit more about the course syllabus, sort of the agenda, like the step to step what we're going to cover. But as I said, I want this course to be closely prepared based on your feedback, which is why I kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up on the video if you like what I do, leave comments in the comment sections and I will try to answer all of those comments. And if I found out that there's a concept that many of you want me to explain, then I'm going to do separate videos on that specific topic. So I'm sort of going to build this course as I go, but I also have a sort of a agenda that I can stand on for now. So if this type of learning is what you prefer, then I really welcome you to this course and I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I will. So that is enough details about me and the course. I will see you all in the next lecture. where I will briefly go through what we will cover in this course. Thank you.